Hi everyone, hope you were able to watch my video yesterday about the common problems and solutions that you're going to need to understand and implement to succeed in 2014. And my basic premise was there are not only common solutions that we all need to know and understand, but there are common challenges that we all face. And I talked to you about the idea that in every arena that you can think of, whether it's the army, martial arts, or football, you always must learn the basics. You always have to go through basic training. It's the most important thing because those basic things are what everything else builds upon. And in business, you might feel like what you're going through is completely unique to you, but what you need to understand is that you are facing common challenges that every business and every arena faces. And so what I want to reveal to you today is the first of the 9 challenges that every business owner faces. These are challenges that I've seen as I've consulted with various businesses, and the more that I've thought about it, the more I've come to believe personally that these are the same challenges that any and every business faces, no matter what product or service they sell. Everyone faces these challenges. And I also believe that successful businesses in any arena that you can think of are successful because they have overcome each of these 9 challenges, whether they did it intentionally or not. In this video, I want to give you a brief description of the first challenge that you'll face as a business owner. It's a challenge that you must overcome if you want your business to succeed. Okay? Let's look at the first challenge that every successful business overcomes. The first challenge is that you must offer a product or service that is what I would call worthy. If you don't ever overcome this challenge, then all of the other 8 challenges that we look at won't matter. Honestly, they won't work. So the first question is, what makes a product or service worthy? These are the things that I would say make a product or service worthy. It is a unique product or service. It's not offered in exactly the same way or ways by other businesses. If that's true, then your product or service is worthy. Another thing that makes a product or service worthy is it is above or beyond what's already offered. Third thing is it meets the customer's needs and wants in an overwhelmingly satisfying or surprising way. It was beyond what they expected. The fourth thing that makes your product or service worthy is that it's not just about offering a better price. You can't win that way. Having the lowest price doesn't make your product or service automatically worthy. It could be the cheapest piece of junk that's offered, the cheapest service that's offered. If I could say the word offered. But that doesn't mean that it's worthy. And the fifth thing is that it's about offering the maximum benefit that's possible for your customers in a way that's pleasing and makes them feel like they won by buying from you. That's what will make a product or service worthy. That you're able to offer that end result, whatever that ultimate end result is that they're searching for when they go to you to buy your service or product, that you offer it at the maximum benefit and make them feel like they won by purchasing from you. That's what makes a product worthy. The first thing I want you to understand is that if you want your business to succeed, then you must sell something that's worthy. If you're not selling something that's worthy, then you're wasting your time and any prospect or customer's time. There are way too many choices for your client to choose from for you to just offer another Me Too product or service, another product or service that's just like the other person down the street. If your product or service is not worthy, then you'll never be able to face and overcome the other 8 challenges, because they all build off of this. There's a show on Food Network called Restaurant Impossible that my family and I watch. It features Chef Robert Irvine, and he goes into these restaurants and he gives them a makeover, from the look of the restaurant to what's on the menu to even the attitude, mindset, and skills of the business owners. And one of the common things that happens in almost every episode is that he will go into the restaurant and he will try what they're offering on the menu. And these businesses that are struggling have this common problem. Their food is horrible. It's unworthy. And he tells them straight out, this is lousy. The reason no one wants to eat here is because this is not acceptable. That's what I want to tell you. You must make sure that you're being honest with yourself, that what you're offering to someone else is of value. It must be worthy. So we need to ask ourselves the honest question, is my product or service worthy? If it's not, then the second question is, how can I make it more worthy? Even if you feel like your answer to the first question is yes, how can I even bring it up a notch? Because without that, without it being worthy, you're stuck. You're never going to move forward. I want to give you 6 questions that you can ask that will help you with making your product or service worthy. Here's the first one. You need to ask, who am I trying to help? You need to know the person or persons that your service or your product is trying to help. When you begin to ask that question, you can then begin to decide, is what I'm offering worthy to that person? Because it's their answer that matters, not yours. Second question is, what am I actually offering? What forms am I selling it in? Are you offering hope? Are you offering a solution? Are you offering satisfaction? Pleasure? And what are those forms that you're selling it in? And are those the correct forms that that person that you're trying to help needs that product or service to be in? What problem are you actually solving for the person that you're trying to help? Classic example is when you're selling a screwdriver. You're not just selling a screwdriver for someone to put a screw into something. You're selling them a tool to achieve a goal, to fix something, to build something. What problem are you solving? Fourth question is, what do I offer that's unique or above what else is out there? What do I offer that's unique or above what else is out there? So look at your competition. Think of it from that who you're trying to help. What other options and choices do they have? And if yours was put alongside those other choices, what makes yours unique? Why should they choose you above the other choice? And the fifth question is, how can I offer the maximum benefit, that maximum end result possible for my customers in a way that's going to be so pleasing that it makes them feel like they won when they purchased from me? Think about it. Apple's a great example of that. People get excited about Apple products. They always feel happy. They never feel like, oh man. They'll stand in line for hours and pay hundreds of dollars to be the first one to grab the next whatever that's coming out. and they will be cheering as if they won a contest. How can you offer the maximum end result that who that you're trying to help is looking for in a way that is so pleasing that it can make them feel that same way? Let's look at the sixth question. How can I meet my customers' needs in an overwhelmingly satisfying or surprising way? What can you do that surprises them? Not just the maximum benefit, but that they would not expect. That would go beyond what they were thinking they were going to get from you. And what am I asking for in exchange for what I'm offering? If you begin to ask these 6 questions, then you'll begin to come up with ways that can help you to overcome this first challenge. This challenge that you must offer a product that is worthy or a service that is worthy. If you would like to leave a comment in the comment box below with questions or ideas, ways to make a product worthy or a service worthy, then please feel free to leave a comment. Stay tuned. Tomorrow I'm going to present the second challenge that every successful business overcomes. Stay tuned.